Today we are talking about grief and navigating the aftershock of losing a spouse or partner unexpectedly. Our next guest lost her husband before she turned 30 years old, and when she couldn't find the resources to help her navigate through the grief, she created her own.
Maya Tyler is a best-selling author, certified life coach, and the founder and CEO of Widows Do Bounce Back. Thank you for being here today.
Thank you so much for having me. I'm excited to be here.
I assume you didn't have this resource for yourself. Is that why you wanted to create this organization?
That's exactly why. I looked around, and there were some that were, in proximity to where I live, but they weren't excited to include me, if that was, if that's what you can say. I didn't see myself. I didn't see any representation of myself, and I didn't see any representation of people that lived in my area. I would have had to go to Virginia in order to, correspond with that company. So there was an option to create my own chapter, but there were a lot of hoops and steps.
Right.
And while I'm being a widow, that's kind of difficult to navigate on my own. So I decided, let me recover and figure things out, and then maybe I'll create something.
Because you were so young when you lost your husband, right? What happened?
Yes, I was 27.
Wow.
It was a typical Easter Sunday. We were, out in the yard with his family, doing a relay race. So they're doing this backward relay race, and one of the children goes darting across. So if you're running backwards, you can't see them. And my husband, in order not to crush the kid and trip over him, he kind of landed awkwardly on his head, and he was gone in 30 minutes. It was a head injury, just gone. And so my life completely changed. People
How do you even begin to recover or accept what happened?
It's a long road. It's a long road, especially when you get married, you say the I do's. You think to yourself, oh yeah, till death do us part, but you kind of scoot that to the side. You don't really think about what's going to happen. It's going to happen. You're not going to die hand in hand. One of you is going to pass, and there's going to be life without them. But you don't think about that at all. You're not prepared for it. Even at 27, you're not prepared for the insurance things and the benefits things, and there's a plethora of columns and boxes you need to check that you have no idea are coming. So it's overwhelming. It's everything, and it's your life for at least a year and a half afterward.
And you went from 2 incomes to 1 income. How do you navigate that for maybe somebody who's listening today?
Oh man, what I recommend to my clients and in my coaching practice is to definitely shore up your financials first. Meet with that financial advisor and really get someone on your side, because what we try to do is navigate these things ourselves. We go to the banks and say, hey, can you help us out? And they're not on your side. They are there to make their own profits and make sure that your money's still coming to their banks. So they're not going to advise you in the way that is for you and your benefit. So the financial advisor is on your side, and they're doing things that people aren't aware that financial advisors do, because you're thinking, oh, I need to have investments and I need to have big bucks to have a financial advisor, and that's not true. There are advisors out there that will do things for you, like if you're not comfortable talking money on the phone with an insurance person, a benefits person, they will get on the phone with you and be your advocate and know the financial lingo that you don't know and the fine print you're not looking for. So it's imperative to have
it's not just the emotional, it's just, like you said, everything else that's around it. And this time of year, it's the holidays. It's supposed to be cheerful and happy, and it can be tough for a lot of people. So for people that haven't experienced this loss, what do we say or don't say to somebody that's going through this?
I get this question so much as a widow and as a widow coach. And the funny thing is, we all want to fix our people. We want them to feel good. We want them to know we love them. We want to say the right thing. Unfortunately, there is no right thing. There is no answer. There is no secret. If you know this person, you can follow their lead. And there's some people that want to talk about that person as if they're still here and don't want you to make it weird, and kind of dance around and not mention their name. Say their name if that's what that person is doing. But if it's not, then know that they, kind of respect their silence and, talk about something else, or, have an activity that, maybe would help distract them. But you know them and you love them, and they know you love them. So show your love and love on them, and that's the best thing you can do.
Well, thank you for sharing your story and helping others get through such a difficult time. You have so much great resources, so we want everybody to know. For more on Maya's widow coaching, visit her website at widowsdobounceback.com. Thank you so much.
Yes, thank
I'm
you.
glad to see you happy and prospering and your family is healthy.
Thank you. It's great to be here.